Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to review a domestic flight. This one will be on United Airlines, and it's going to be from Fort Lauderdale to Anchorage, Alaska. It is a bit of a distance, so as far as distance is concerned, it could be an equal time length to something that would be international, but this is considered domestic. It'll be on 737s, and this one's split up into two legs. On long leg domestic flights, a common question is, are there any meal services provided? And there's a couple of places that you can find out this information. One happens to be On Seat Guru under the amenities listed that you can expect for the flight. Another is in the airline's app itself. But United sent me an email ahead of time.
In preparation for my flight, United has sent me an email, like most airlines will do if you have meal service on board that you can pre-order. And I think I'm going to do that this time because my last flight from Narita to Dallas-Fort Worth, they ran out of the meal I wanted, and I waited till I got on board to order, so that was too late. You can also let them know that you don't want a meal or that you'll decide on board here as well, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and make that order. And the second leg is looking like it's going to offer a few extra ones. It's a little bit longer, so it has some of the same meals as the first leg. And I think I'm going to pick something a little different so I don't eat the same thing twice. But that's great. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I put an order in for both legs, and that way I won't eat at the airport or on the way to, and I'll eat on board.
First things first, let's see what Seat Guru had to say about the seats I selected. So the seat I was issued was 4A, and Seat Guru had it listed in the yellow for various reasons. And if you look at the notes, by just pressing on your seat, it says that it's a standard first class seat, but it had limited recline. I highly recommend a transfer to the airport if you can do that, so you don't have to park your car. I do that all the time, and it is definitely a lifesaver. Oh, what was your name?
Istiak Chowdhury.
And it's the first time you've picked me up.
Yes, I did.
So this is the first time Istiak has given me a ride, and we're on our way to Fort Lauderdale from up in Jupiter. It's about an hour drive. And if you don't have to park your car at the airport and do the drive yourself, it saves a lot on time, gas, and effort. I especially love the fact that Istiak keeps his car pristine, clean, smells great, and that adds to it. A perfect ride. Thanks, Istiak.
Thank you so much.
Drawback of sitting over here is that I'm going to have to climb out over people if I need to. So with the bulkhead behind me right here, that's what Seat Guru advised was a limited recline for this particular seat. Let's take a look at the bathroom, shall we? I've never seen a large, roomy bathroom on a domestic flight, especially on the 737s. And this is no exception. Really tight in here, and if you're anywhere near my height, 6 feet or higher, you're going to be really close to the ceiling and probably bending over the whole time. Everything is push button and touch. There's no touchless, even the toilet. So you're going to have to touch things in this bathroom. And, you know as well as I do that airplane bathrooms are just super dirty. Well, once these seats are reclined, there's not a whole lot of space back here. There's some decent leg room. But again, with this bulkhead behind me, can't recline the seat very far at all. Seat Guru mentioned that. The entertainment screen is kind of small, but the seat is reclined. We can't readjust the screen.
difficult to navigate through these controls. You have to start with the guide and then use the controls down by your right hand to move through your options. Select them from the armrest. Not a very comfortable setup for that. Since it's located right down here, it's kind of difficult to navigate in such tight quarters. I highly recommend bringing your own device with you to watch, like an iPad with your own headset, because you only get some very poor quality earbuds, which don't have any sound quality at all.
Scratches on the screen and frequent loss of connectivity was a drawback as well.
Well, not as back as far as this is going to go. For a 4-hour flight, it's pretty much sitting straight up. See how the food is. Tray table's located in the armrest here. And once it's set up, it gives you a pretty decent platform, but I'll tell you what, I'm not getting out of this. Well, made it to Denver, and that was a 4-hour flight that I couldn't recline in. So no rest on that one. This next leg to Anchorage, I think I'm just gonna throw my hoodie on, a hat, some earplugs, and go to sleep, because seat's not gonna be any different other than the fact that I got one that might recline a little bit more. So we'll see. If there's anything new on that one, I'll let you all know. Otherwise, probably gonna wrap it up. Beer break. Okay, so quick rundown for the second leg from Denver to Anchorage. About an hour longer than the Fort Lauderdale to Denver. And this airplane didn't have any entertainment on it. Nothing in the back seat as far as a screen or anything to put your own device on, even if you brought one. So, you know, when meal service came around and you had to pull the tray out, there was no place to put your iPad if you were viewing one. And you have to bring something if you want entertainment and you're not going to read a magazine or a book. Then you need to bring, you know, an iPad or use your telephone, and there's a way to access United's app to get their Wi-Fi entertainment. And the only benefit to that would be that there's a more extensive library than the first leg, which offered Dish Network, which was intermittent anyway, and so that didn't live up to standard either. But service was great. The food was actually pretty good. But outside of that, I just don't think the 7.3 should be on these long legs. It is considered domestic, but combined leg length going to Anchorage from Fort Lauderdale was over 9 hours. And to do that on 7.3s with these kinds of first class seats that are not lie flat, you just don't get any rest. So check out the show notes. Be sure to subscribe for future reviews, and we'll talk to you again soon.